They came to my workplace in handcuffs. Not in secret. Not discreet. Not a quiet word in the hallway. No. They arrested me in front of my boss and every single one of my coworkers. The metal clicked loud enough to silence the room. I saw someone's coffee cup freeze midair, halfway to their lips. I didn't know what was happening, just that it felt like a dream. No, a nightmare you can't wake up from. Later, in the cold, fluorescent light of the police station, I found out what this was about. Felonies. Multiple. I had no record, no warnings, no clue. All they told me was that a witness said they saw me. Just one person, one statement. That was enough to tear my life apart. But I wasn't stupid. I didn't talk. I lawyered up. Fast. That move cost me everything I had. $13,000. Every last cent of my savings. But it bought me a criminal defense attorney. Bought me the only shot I had at not losing everything. And yet, I still couldn't pay bond, so I sat in jail for 54 days. Nearly 2 months in a cage for a crime I didn't commit. 2 months. Let that sink in. While I waited, my life on the outside unraveled like thread in water. My job? Gone. My apartment? Eviction notice in the works. My son? Taken into the care of the state. His mother? A heroin addict. My own parents? Haven't spoken to them in 15 years. They wouldn't release my son to my girlfriend. She wasn't family, they said. I was stripped of everything. Dignity, freedom, stability, fatherhood. I kept wondering, where was justice? Where was anyone who gave a damn? At a status hearing, finally, my attorney presented the evidence. A video. Me, at a gas station, filling up my car. 3 hours away from where the crime even happened. 3 hours. And with that, the charges were dismissed. Just like that. The same system that had handcuffed me in public now let me go with nothing more than a paperwork shuffle. No apology, no compensation, no press, just gone. I walked out of jail with the same clothes I went in with, thinner, angrier, broke, and alone. The silence was deafening. I tried going to the local news. I told them everything. How one detective's laziness cost me everything. They nodded, took notes, said it happens more often than people think. But nothing came of it. No article, no spotlight, no justice. So I built a website. I wrote my story, not with vengeance, but with truth. Cold, hard, factual truth. I uploaded the police report, the discovery documents, the timelines, the video proof. I put it all up for the world to see. And then, something unexpected happened. People found it. My town's name isn't big, but it's touristy. A charming little place with historic streets and local shops. In the summer, people flock here like birds to a quiet nest. And when they Googled it, my website started showing up. Fast. Within months, it was the second result on the front page of search results. Then the traffic quadrupled. That's when the cease and desist letter arrived. It was formal, terse, demanding I take the site down. My attorney reviewed it, shook his head, and told me, "You're in the clear. It's your experience, your opinion, your facts. You are protected." Then came the knock at the door. 3 men, 2 officers, and the detective who arrested me. The same man who, without proper investigation, put me in jail, lost me my job, and stripped me of my son. He looked uncomfortable, shifted his feet. He said, "Mistakes can happen." That was his apology. Mistakes can happen. Then they asked if I could remove the website. I looked him in the eye and said, "I'll take it down if you quit your job, if you never do police work again." He didn't answer. And of course, he didn't resign. After they left, I sat on my couch in silence. I felt hollow. That visit wasn't an apology. It was damage control. He didn't come to make peace. He came because the website was doing what nothing else had, making noise. And suddenly, the system cared, not about me, but about their reputation. And that's what pissed me off the most. They don't care that I sat in jail for 54 days, that I lost my job, that I had to watch my son go into the system, that I drained my entire savings just to defend myself from a case that should have never existed. No, they care because tourists might stop coming, because someone Googled things to do in town and got my face and my story instead of a festival flyer. Now, I'm being told I'm being spiteful. My friends, the few that stuck around, they think I'm bitter. They tell me to let it go, delete the site, move on. Only my girlfriend supports me. She saw me through every day of this. When I came out broken, she held me up. When I cried in the middle of the night thinking of my son, she was there. When I said I was going to write the truth, she told me, do it. So yeah, I'm angry, but I'm also tired. Tired of being told to be quiet. Tired of being asked to make peace when I didn't start the war. They ruined my life, and now they're upset it's public? You don't get to throw someone into a cage, take away their child, and then tell them to shut up because it's bad for business. You don't get to say, mistakes happen, and expect that to be enough. You want the website down? Pay me back the $13,000 I spent. Give me the 54 days with my son that I lost. Apologize in public the same way you humiliated me in public. Or don't. But I'm not taking anything down. So, am I the asshole? No. You are not the asshole. You're a father who was ripped away from his child. A worker who lost his job in a humiliating public arrest. A man who sat in a jail cell for 54 days because one officer didn't bother to check a gas station video. This isn't just about vindication. It's about survival, about dignity. And here's the thing that gets me. So often, we hear people say, let it go, move on, as if silence is strength, as if healing can only happen when we bury the truth. But sometimes, healing means speaking up, loudly, sharply, truthfully. This story isn't rare. That's the tragedy. Wrongful arrests, lazy investigations, a justice system that forgets it's supposed to serve the people, not crush them. But when one man builds a website, tells his truth, and gets the world to listen, that is a rare kind of bravery. So if you're watching this, ask yourself, what would you have done in his shoes? Would you have had the strength to write your story? Would you have spoken out when the system tried to shut you up? And if this happened in your town, would you want to know? Because maybe, just maybe, someone else will Google that little tourist town, and instead of a charming cafe, they'll find a story that changes how they see the world. And maybe that's exactly what justice looks like. This was AITA Story Vault. Let us know in the comments, was he the asshole? Or the only honest voice in a town trying to forget what it did?